to make the playoffs. We've done that before. It's probably less of a goal now and more of an expectation. We're going to get to the playoffs, and I think now the goal is once we get there to make some noise, to actually win a couple of games and get into that semifinals and then see what happens. I think that would be our goal for this year.
Home game would be nice, huh?
A home game would be great. I would take it.
Yeah, I would. I'd definitely take it. I mean, once you hit the playoffs, going on the road, you just never know what to expect. Yeah. I'm gonna tell a story real quick. We went when I was playing 1996. When I was at Valley Union High School, we went to Mogollon to play in the first round of the state playoffs. Second round of the state playoffs. We roll into town. It's snowing. And which we didn't want to see. We didn't even know what snow was down in Elfrida. So we get up there. We go to a great spaghetti dinner at a local diner. We walk across the street to a convenience store. We're in our game jerseys. And we walk in, and the clerk behind the counter is probably 23 or 24 years old, calls us by name as we walk into the convenience store. You just never know what you're going to encounter when you go on the road. I mean, so that whole town prepared for that game. That guy was obviously watching game film with the team or had a brother on the team, and it was just – and then, of course, the next day we wake up. So we stay the night, wake up, play an early game, get beat 42-6, and drive home. It was, you just never know what to expect when you go on the road in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's crazy. And you get up anywhere up north, you don't know what the weather's going to be like. And sometimes our southern boys don't adjust to that real well.
No, it's rough when you go into the higher elevations to play in the first round, but sounds like you guys are well on the way to getting the season going. You're going to get Morenci in a scrimmage and go from there. Any additions to the coaching staff this year, or pretty much the same guys?
Varsity stayed the same. I think JV and freshmen, you always have a few changes, but varsity still the same staff.
Same staff, and expect to see the same offense and defense this year pretty much, huh?
Yep, same thing.
Once coaches get into a system, you guys are hard-headed. You don't get out of it What do you call your system? What do you call your offensive system?
Our offensive system, everybody calls it the spread, but to tell you the truth, we're two backs, one tight end. A lot of times we're two backs, two tight ends. It's based off of an air raid principle, and then a little bit of the option that we ran over at EA. So
right,
it's kind of a hybrid.
Yeah, a hybrid of two of the most far apart offenses you can get when you run triple option and an air raid system. But I guess it's kind of becoming the offensive choice, though. I mean, at the college level, at least.
It lets you have a lot of options, and then you can slim down to what your players are good at. You can be a passing team if that's what your players are good at. You can be a run-only team if that's what your players are good at. If you need to run option, you can do it. And that's kind of what I wanted to do, because at the high school level, you just never know what you're going to have.
Yeah, it's not like your private school in Phoenix and get to recruit the players you want. Did I say that on the radio again? I'm going to learn one of these days that someday that's not what I'm supposed to say on the radio. Well, Bracken, we appreciate you joining us today on Overtime, and best of luck tomorrow at your scrimmage, and then we'll get with you later on this year and see what you're doing.
Sounds good, Lee. Thank you.
All right, that is Bracken Walker. He's the head football coach at Safford High School. Don't forget, later today here on KATO, Arizona Diamondbacks and Cincinnati Reds. 6:10 pregame show, 6:40 first pitch, and see if the Diamondbacks can come back from that 6-2 loss last night to the Reds, trying to play spoiler the rest of the season because they've got nothing to play for since about the fourth week of the season this year. They've really struggled. Arizona Cardinals looked bad. That's all I have to say. Can we name John Skelton the starting quarterback, please? Because Matt Leinert's not going to cut it. And that's about all we have for Overtime today. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors. You can watch this re-air on Valley Telecom Channel 1 Fridays at 12:30. Be sure to catch that if you have Valley Telecom TV. If not, go out and get it. Then you get to watch me on TV. I'm excited about it. I've got the very first one in my hands right now. I'm excited to watch it after we get off the air here. Again, thank all the sponsors. We'll be back next week. We'll be talking with Don Conrad of Thatcher High School as he gets ready to take on Empire next Friday night. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Goodbye. Good night.
Signing off. Come to bed now.
Okay.
News, talk, weather, and sports, we've got it all right here on the #1 station for information in the Gila Valley. News Talk 1230 KATO Safford.